respond to a couple of things that were said. One of the things that was said was Hingham's building more schools. Big difference between Hingham and Howell. Hingham's got a lot more developable land. They're seeing a lot more development. You look at Howell, we're pretty much built out. You're not going to see a lot more development down here. You're not going to, most families aren't 5, 6, 7 kids anymore. Most families 2 or 3. So if you look at the schools, you know, the number of kids that were in the school 20, 25 years ago, there was twice as many kids as there are now. Now we have schools, the Jacob School, we put a big addition on. There's 44 classrooms out there. There's 576 kids in the school, somewhere thereabouts. All right? You look at the Memorial School, there's under 300, or just close to 300 kids there. There's a capacity there for 900 kids. You look at this school, there's about 400 kids here. The capacity's 940. If you look at the classrooms, number of classrooms, and that's what it really comes down to, because yeah, you can jam 40 kids in a classroom, and nobody wants that. My kids are in the Hull Public Schools. They're going to continue to go to the Hull Public Schools, and I care about my kids' education. It's not, I'm not saying this because I want a new town hall. I'm saying this because I want my kids to get the right education. I don't want to see things cut out that are important to educating kids. This budget isn't going to get better next year. It's going to get a lot worse, and it's not going to get better the year after. It's going to get worse, and it's up to this committee and these people in this room to get together and come up and find a way to save money while keeping the core there for the kids. I don't have an agenda for a town hall. I have an agenda to educate my kids. I have an agenda to keep the town competitive. But the bottom line is, we have a big problem coming down the pipe. Whether we get the override or not this year, we still got to make a big cut in the school system. So I'm here to raise the awareness and get people to start thinking, what are we going to do to protect the kids and the education? I hope the override passes. Do I think it'll pass? I don't think so. I hope it does. But I really don't think it will, because people are hurting. The economy's hurting. People can't afford the bills they have now. Their sewer bills are going up. Their light bills are going up. The cost of energy is going up. Their pay's being cut. They're getting laid off. You got to look at the realities that we're facing today and make some hard decisions. When you make the hard decisions, remember one thing. It is all about the children. It is all about their education. If I can close a building, and I'm not saying you should vote to close it and make it a town hall, but if you can vote to close a building and save this town enough money to keep sports, keep teachers, keep programs, I'm all for it. And that's where I'm coming from.
One of the problems, I have 2 issues. I'm a little confused on that. The confusion part is, what's the decision? The decision is simple. We need to support our children's education. We need to spend more money.
Well, we're in times such as these where we really have to be cautious and creative. No idea should just be shunned aside. I think that all ideas that come before should be given scrutiny. We should not react too quickly, and we should not be reactive and make rash decisions that might adversely impact us. But I think we should take informed steps and really do our scrutiny. And so, even though an idea might not seem like a great idea, or might seem to be constricting our school department, I just would encourage people to allow us to do the due diligence and actually make an informed recommendation. Because right now it's just in its infancy, and I just don't want people to think that we should be making any kind of rash decisions one way or the other. But let us do our due diligence.